Do you wake up technically rested, but still feel exhausted? Like you get 7 to 8 hours of the sleep? You are not broken, you are not lazy, you eat well, but still why you feel tired always? Let's talk about why your brain might be truly tired and what to do about it. I'm Dr. Zulkifal and I'm a neuroscientist. On this channel, we discuss brain and we try to understand life. So if you are new to this channel, I would really appreciate if you can like, subscribe, and write your thoughts in the comments. We usually think of tiredness as a physical thing, like not getting enough sleep. But there is another kind of tiredness which is way more sneaky. And in today's world, it's more common and happening all the time. It is called cognitive or brain fatigue. In simple words, we say that your brain is tired. But why your brain is tired? To understand this, we will understand three concepts. The first concept is what is cognitive fatigue. The second concept we will try to understand what is decision fatigue. And the third, we will also discuss what is overstimulation of the brain. And the fourth, we will discuss what you can do about it. So let's first understand what is cognitive fatigue. It's when your brain's been working over time. It's all the time thinking, planning, deciding, and switching tasks without getting a real break during the day. So over time, when your brain is doing all these activities, so it uses up energy and it releases a chemical called glutamate in a region of the brain which is called prefrontal cortex. Normally, the brain clears out glutamate, but during extended mental effort, it can start to build up. This accumulation makes it harder for the part of the brain to work efficiently, leading to the feeling of cognitive fatigue. Your thinking slows down, you can't focus, even the simple decisions feel hard, and you become more impulsive. So you decide without even thinking a lot, and your brain prefers easier tasks. After understanding the cognitive fatigue, now let's understand the decision fatigue. From the moment we wake up, we are bombarded with stimuli, emails, social media notifications, family, work, noise. Your brain is constantly filtering, deciding, and reacting. And you have so many things to decide about: what to do, what to reply, what to eat, what to wear. And these are just few examples. There are much more. Decision fatigue happens because your brain uses up the mental energy every time you make a choice, whether it's a big or small. As you keep making decisions throughout the day, the part of your brain responsible for self-control and careful thinking, the prefrontal cortex, starts to get tired and less effective. This makes it harder to think clearly, resist impulses, or weigh your options well. For example, after a long day of deciding what to wear, what to eat, what to respond to emails, what to tell, how to do, what to do, and so on, you might get home and find it almost impossible to decide what to cook for the dinner. So you just order something from the outside or eat snacks instead of making a healthy meal and start watching TV or start scrolling through the reels of social media. This is your brain's way of taking easy path because it's low on decision-making energy. Think of your brain like having a battery. Every little choice drains a bit of charge, and by the afternoon, low battery mode. Even the small tasks seem huge, and that is why you just scroll and you feel too tired to think even after a chill day. And this is called decision fatigue. So since we have to take so many decisions during the day, human life has changed very fast. In the past, the human brain was not supposed to take so many decisions, and many decisions nowadays in our lives are not even necessary for our survival. That is why it leads sometimes to the decision fatigue and your brain gets tired. Now, after discussing the decision fatigue, let's understand overstimulation of your brain. Constant noise, screens, multitasking keeps your brain in overdrive. When you are overstimulated, your brain gets flooded with more sensory information that it can process at once, like loud noises, bright screens, multitasking, constant notifications. The part of your brain which usually helps you stay calm and solve problems, the prefrontal cortex, becomes overwhelmed. And when this prefrontal cortex because of the so much sensory information becomes overwhelmed. The area responsible for fear and stress, the amygdala, takes charge. This area is the fear center of our brain, and it is responsible for the fight and flight responses. So when amygdala takes control, since it is the fear center, it leads to the release of stress hormones. And these hormones result in heart race, tense muscles, and other signs of stress, even though there is no real danger. It is happening because of the overstimulation of your brain. Over time, this constant overload causes mental exhaustion. Your brain feels drained. It's not able to focus. It's not able to think clearly, and it becomes irritable. And you feel all this even though you haven't performed any physical activity. So in short, too much sensory information of the current world is also indirectly causing stress and compromising the proper functioning of your brain, as a result, making you feel tired. So what you can do about this cognitive overload? So here I present some steps which will help you conserve your mental energy and your brain will feel less tired. So too many choices, even the smaller ones, burn mental energy. So I would suggest you to minimize your choices. For example, plan your outfits the night before. Simplify your wardrobe. Plan your meals for the week and save the brain power for the stuff that really matters. Second, I would suggest you to create routines. Establish regular habits for your mornings, for your afternoons, for your evenings, and for your day. When tasks become automatic, they stop requiring active decisions and thus saving your mental energy for the more important things. So the third, I would suggest to automate what you can. So for example, set the reminders, make the shopping lists for the grocery, set up the automatic bill payments so you don't have to remember or decide every time. Limit your to-do list and task switching. Jumping between the tasks and the messages and the notifications kills focus and increases fatigue. So focus on few key tasks each day instead of trying to do everything. This will reduce the number of choices you face and helps you prioritize what matters the most. Also, time block your tasks. Do one thing for the 20-25 minutes and then take a break. Give your brain the space to focus fully. Delegate decisions. All the time you are making decisions. Let someone else decide some things. Let others in your family, in your friends, at your workplace make some choices. Like for example, picking a restaurant or a playlist, so you don't have to decide everything yourself. Reduce the clutter. Make your working space or where you live clean. A tidy environment means less or fewer visual choices and distractions, which can help your mind feel calmer and less overwhelmed. Make big decisions in the morning. So tackle important choices early in the day when your mind is fresh, and save the small or routine decisions for the later. And most important, take regular short brain breaks. Just 5 minutes with no screen, no tasks, nothing. Maybe step outside, close your eyes. Even the silence is healing and it will calm your mind. And in the end, we carry too many invisible open tabs of worries, thoughts, and to-dos in our brain. So offload your brain. Use a strategy called brain dump, in which you can use a notebook or a voice note to dump all your worries, thoughts, and to-dos. It does not need to be organized. Just get them out of your brain. The world does not always let your brain rest, but you can choose it to give it the space it needs. And remember, being tired does not mean that you are weak. It means you are human. And your brain, just like your body, needs care, calm, and recovery. So if today's video have helped you understand your brain a little, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who always feels tired and thinks it's just them. See you in the next video.